Walking is one of the best things you can do for your health, but for older adults over 50 like me and many of you, walking is not nearly enough to keep you strong, mobile, and protected from potentially debilitating falls. The good news is that you can add something to your routine starting now to make sure you arrive at old age strong and vital. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fitness Roadmap. I'm Mark, and today we're going to talk about why adding strength training to your routine is so important. Now, don't get me wrong, walking is fantastic for your heart, your lungs, and your general mobility. Feel free to do as much walking as you want. Your body will thank you. Now, the downside to walking, though, is that it doesn't challenge your muscles enough, especially the muscles that keep you strong and stable on your feet and help you lift, push, pull, and carry things in your day-to-day life. Walking by itself isn't enough to keep those muscles strong and in good shape. After age 35, we start to lose muscle mass at the rate of up to 5% per decade, increasing to 2% per year after age 60. Now, because of this, we need to specifically work to maintain and build muscle as we get older, and walking by itself isn't going to do it. As an older adult, you can think about it like this. Walking is fantastic for baseline health, but if you want to pursue complete health, you need to add strength training. Now, don't worry, you're not going to turn into a bodybuilder overnight by doing a little strength training. It takes a lot more than that, and doing a few simple exercises to become Arnold. Here are just some of the things that walking doesn't train very well. First is leg strength, particularly in your quads and your glutes. Number two is your balance and your coordination. Now, even though walking helps you stay on your feet, if you're challenged with your balance, walking isn't enough to significantly improve it. The third area is upper body strength, which walking does absolutely nothing for. The fourth area is bone density. Now, even though walking is very good at helping you maintain the bone density that you have, it definitely won't help you rebuild lost bone density. And the fifth important area is joint stability, particularly around your knees and your hips. That's why many older adults feel their strength and stability declining, even though they're active walkers. Now, fortunately, with just a few carefully selected exercises, you can reverse those changes to stay mobile, independent, and vital for many years to come. Now, I'm going to show you exercises that build strength and mobility in some key movement patterns that all of us use every day. Those patterns are squatting, pushing, pulling, lifting, and carrying. Now, a good way to start these is to introduce one of them each day, Monday through Friday. The last one you can do on the weekend or add it to your regular walks. Now, before doing any of these exercises, be sure to get the okay from your trusted healthcare professional. You want to make sure that you are good to go before doing these exercises. You don't want any surprises. With that, here are the exercises. Okay, the first strength building movement is a squat. It's a basic human movement that we've been doing for thousands and thousands of years, and it's basically just stick your butt out and squat down. It's great for building your quads and your glutes, which are vital to maintaining strength and independence, especially as you get older. Now, you can do that without weight. If you haven't done it before, just go down as far as you can and back up. You can do sets of 10 to 15 repetitions until you feel some fatigue in your legs. If that's very easy for you, you can start adding some weight. So I've got a small kettlebell here. You can use a dumbbell, a backpack with books in it, whatever it is, a little bit of weight, and do the same thing. Down and back up, down and back up. Do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions until you feel tiredness and fatigue in your legs. And as it gets easier, you just add a little bit more weight. A fantastic exercise for building quad and glute strength. The next movement pattern we want to build strength and muscle in is a push. Now, that's something we do every day, And it's important to build strength in that motion to allow us to do that all the way through our life. So it's going to build the muscles in your shoulders, your chest, and your upper back. And so when most people think of a push, they think of a push-up. But if you're just starting out, a regular push-up can be very challenging. To make it easier and to get started, you can start vertically, that's easier, and as you get closer to the floor and more horizontal, it gets tougher. So you could start off with something as simple as pushing against a wall. I've got just a post here, but imagine it's a wall. Put my hands against the wall, stand a few feet back, down in, push myself up with my arms, like that. Once again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions. Once you feel fatigue, you can stop. Once it gets easier and you don't feel as fatigued, start getting a little more horizontal. So the next step might be pushing off of a table or a chair. You're a little lower to the ground, a little harder. Same motion though, down and up. Eventually, you'll get strong enough where you won't need the box. So you can put the box away and you can do a traditional push-up. But you can start from your knees even. A little closer to the ground. Down and up, and eventually be able to do a traditional push-up. Once again, a fantastic way to build muscle in your shoulders, chest, and back, and overall upper body strength. The next movement that we want to build strength in is in our hamstrings and calves, and to a lesser extent our hips and glutes. And a great way to do that is with what's called a step up. And just what it says, you're stepping up. So start with something, traditional step, something that's 5 or 6 inches off the ground. Put one foot on there, lean forward a little bit, and with this leg, you're gonna step up onto the platform and back down. Step up and down. Now it's important to not push off with your back leg. Use your front leg to lift yourself up. So it's a great way to build strength in your hamstrings and your calves and your glutes, but it also trains your balance. So as you get, once again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions on each leg, and as it gets easier, add some weight. So I've just got a dumbbell here, same thing. Stand and up and back. Great way to build strength in the back of your legs, your lower back, and your glutes. The next movement pattern we want to build strength in is in pulling. We've done pushing with that wall press or that push-up, but we need to build strength in pulling. And that's going to work the lower back and to the shoulders and the upper back as well. And a great way to do that is just a dumbbell row. So what you can use is a bench or a table or a chair for support. And you're going to have your weight, once again, just a basic dumbbell, and just have the arm that you're using, have that foot a little bit behind. I'm using my right side here. You just bend over a little bit, brace yourself with your other arm, got the dumbbell, and you're just going to pull it up. Don't swing your hips, keep your hips straight, and then just pull up and down. You'll feel the tension and the fatigue in the back of your arms and your lower back. Once again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions on each arm. And as it gets easier, just add more weight. It's a great way to build strength in your upper back and that pulling motion that is so vital to what we do in everyday life. Okay, the next area we want to build strength in is in vertical or overhead pushing. This is very important for remaining independent as we get older. Think of traveling and taking your carry-on bag and lifting it into the overhead bin on an airline. That requires overhead or vertical pushing. We've done horizontal pushing, strength building with the push-up. This will help you lift things up over your head. So it works the shoulders and the back, but in a vertical motion instead of horizontal. So to do this, take a couple of light dumbbells and start very light. This might be, for some of you, might be no weight at all. Just get used to the motion, but start with some weight. Once again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions until you get fatigued. So I've got just a couple of light dumbbells. Just kind of hold them up with your palms facing out is comfortable for most people. And then just push up and down. Once again, take your time, move deliberately. Don't jerk it up. Don't go up and then down. Nice and slow and steady. And as you get stronger, you'll be able to add more weight. A great way to develop the muscles in your shoulders and your upper back. The final area that we want to build strength in is in the ability to carry weight with us as we move. And one of the best ways to do that is by grabbing a couple of dumbbells and going for a walk. So basically this is going to work your entire body, from your legs to your core, to your shoulders, to your back, and even your grip strength. So think of building the strength to be able to carry your items back from the store. As you're older, you'll be able to carry your bags of groceries home, take a walk, carry your bags with you. That's what we're trying to develop. So start off with something light to get used to it, and then as you get stronger, you'll be able to increase the weight. But I've just got a couple of dumbbells here. Basically just pick them up and go for a walk. Now as you do this, you will find that your entire body is being activated, from your ankles to your legs to your core. Like I said, your entire body will get a workout, and it also trains your balance and stability. So you can do this by a couple of different ways. One, by carrying weight in your hands. So you could go for a walk with weight in your hands, or you can put weight on your back. So think of rucking. So I've got a ruck pack here, a weight is in here, I put it on my back, I go for a walk. So once again, it's building strength to carry weight while you're moving, which is vital to remaining independent as we get older. There you go. 6 strength building exercises to help you build total body strength and make it easier to do everyday activities. If you work consistently on these, you will quickly find that day-to-day life is easier and more enjoyable. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like to help that YouTube algorithm share it with others and expand the people that are watching the channel. And I'd love to have you a part of the Fitness Roadmap community, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. Until next time, take care, enjoy the journey, and be well.